Good evening, Kelly. It's about 8 p.m. there, right?
Hello, Vernon. It's almost 8:30 p.m. Was it a busy day at your work today?
Yeah, it was. I'm used to it, but it's still tiring.
Thank you for working hard every day for our family. But now that your overseas assignment is over, you can finally come home, right? I'm sure the kids are looking forward to finally meeting you. They don't usually say any of their concerns, but I think they miss their father.
Really? I thought they already forgot me.
You're their father. They won't forget you just because they haven't met you in 3 years.
But Kyle is only 5 years old, right? He was 2 when I was transferred to Singapore. I thought he wouldn't remember.
Don't worry, because you would come back here for long vacations, and we used to go on vacation here. I'm sure he knows you're his father. That's how it goes with parents and children.
At first, I really didn't like the idea of 3 years overseas assignment. But now that I think about it, it all happened so fast.
I was so busy raising kids and working that 3 years seemed like a blink of an eye when I think about it now. I've been trained a lot. By the way, when is your return date?
2 months from now, on the 27th.
So close. I'm looking forward to it. What do you want to eat first after a long absence?
Let's see. I think I'll have macaroni and cheese.
Mac and cheese? I'll get it ready for you then. I'll get some expensive ingredients.
I hope they're not too expensive.
Leave it to me. The kids love mac and cheese too. Are you going back to the headquarters as soon as you get back?
Sounds like that's the plan. So, they're putting me online right now for a meeting with the head office in New York. It's pretty tough because of the time difference.
I think they are counting on you. I'm happy for you.
My colleagues said that 3 years in Singapore is a customary career path. I'm sure I'll be able to work at a similar position when I go back to the head office. I can repay the favor you've done to our family for the past 3 years.
Oh, please don't say that. It's only natural for a wife to look after the house while her husband is away. But I'm so happy for you. After 3 years of hard work in Singapore, it's all worth it. All of your hard work is now paid off.
Yes, you're right. Anyway, I need to talk to you.
Okay, what is it? Oh, sorry, Vernon. Can I call you later? I think the kids have started fighting.
Fighting? A girl and a boy fighting each other?
Lately, Kyle has been learning a lot of new words, so he has been arguing with his sister.
I see. I don't like it when they fight. Well, I'll see you tomorrow or when I have time.
Sorry, I'll get back to you. It's been barely 3 years since my husband Vernon was transferred to Singapore by himself. He will be back home in 2 months. I had no doubt in my mind that we would be able to live together as a normal family. I was looking forward to that day to come, but I never imagined that he would betray me like that. Over the weekend, I sent a message to him. Hello, Vernon. I hope this is good timing for you. You said that you want to have a discussion with me the other day, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, that one. Do you mind if we have a discussion about that now?
Kate is at the dance club, and Kyle is taking a nap.
Napping. That's nice. Kids are supposed to play and sleep as much as they can.
The other day, Kate told me that adults can buy whatever they want whenever they want, even though that's not true. So, what is it that you want to talk about? Is it about the things after you came back here?
No, it's not about that. Actually, I've been thinking about what I'm going to say, but When I get back, I want you to get out of that house.
What? Sorry, I don't understand why I should do that. What do you mean you want me to leave? I can't think straight.
I want to change my family.
What do you mean by that? I really don't get it at all. Explain it properly so I can understand.
Okay, calm down and listen to me. Actually, I met someone I like in Singapore. I'm in love with her.
Someone you love? In Singapore?
Yes, and I want to go back home with her and our child.
A child? Is the child hers? Or is it yours?
She's our child. She's 2 years old now.
So you're saying you had a local wife there? You cheated on me and had a child with her, right? And that the child is 2 years old? That's just right after you were transferred there. So you're saying that you have a child there, but you just want to come back home without thinking about what you're gonna do next?
The moment I met her, I knew that we were meant for each other. I knew she was the one. So I'm going to take her and the child back home to live in the house, and I want you guys to leave.
Wait a minute. That's so selfish. Does she know I exist? You're married, remember?
She doesn't know anything about you and the kids. I can't tell her that. So I want you to shut up and get out of that house.
Huh? Vernon, do you have any idea what you're talking about? I mean, you're cheating on me. That's a great betrayal.
Betrayal or not, it's my life, so I can live it the way I want. It's none of your business.
How can it be none of my business? You have to take responsibility. As for me, what are you going to do about Kate and Kyle? Are you going to divorce me? Pay for the alimony and child support?
I'm going to feed my new family, remember? That's why my money will go to my new family.
Are you saying that you're not going to pay me alimony or child support? No kidding! That's so selfish of you!
You work for the government employee, and you've been living with the kids for the last 3 years. So you don't need me to be there for you, right? She needs me. That's why I want to support her properly.
Are you saying you're coming back with that girlfriend of yours?
We're getting married. So I'm going to go back home first, clean up the house. Also, I'll get divorced from you, pick her up, and come back.
So you're going back and forth, aren't you? That sounds like a lot of work.
That's why I wanted to tell you about the divorce and the house first. Then, even if it's less than 2 months from now, I'm sure that you're ready to move out.
I don't know. Is it really that big of a deal? You're asking me out of the blue. After 3 years of your absence, I thought we'd finally be able to live together as a family in this house.
I'm really sorry about that, but it's going to be me and my new family living in the house. I'm sorry for the short notice, but I need you to step aside for the sake of my happiness.
That's too selfish. Why should I step aside for your happiness? What about our family's happiness?
But this is a decision that's been made. You'll have to leave the house as soon as possible. And of course, move your stuff out neatly so that my new family and I can move in comfortably. I'll come back home once in 2 months, on the 15th, and we'll discuss about the divorce. I'm not going to change my mind.
Are you really going to divorce me, Vernon?
Of course. I'm getting a divorce and I'll be marrying my girlfriend.
If you divorce me, I won't forgive you. After such a terrible betrayal, I'm going to make sure I'm thoroughly done with you.
Wow, That's a scary thing to say.
I'll make sure you pay for the alimony and child support for the kids. I'm not going to just sit back and cry myself to sleep while you're doing this horrible thing to me.
There's no way I can afford the money, so give up. You know what people say, that you can't give what you don't have, don't you?
I'll do whatever it takes to make you pay for those. Even if it takes decades. And I don't like the idea of letting you have your own way. If anything, I don't want you to be happy. I'm going to fight you with everything I've got. Be prepared.
I don't know what you're gonna do, but don't do anything nasty.
I was both angry and annoyed at Vernon. I couldn't even understand why I had married him. Everything just went blank inside my head. But I am a mother of 2 children. I couldn't just stand by and watch with my fingers crossed. My son woke up from his nap and patted me worriedly on the back, bringing me back to my senses. I then proceeded with my preparations.
Kelly, what does this mean?
Vernon, have you returned home? Welcome home.
Stop kidding me. Why is there a board that says the house is on sale the front gate?
That's because I've sold the house. Anyway, where are we going to discuss the divorce? Do you want me to book a hotel's conference room?
Huh? Don't be silly. It's not the right time to book a conference room. What do you mean that you've sold the house? I don't have a home to come back to.
Of course not. You don't have a place to come back to.
That house is for my family. You sold it without my permission.
Vernon, listen to me. Have you forgotten about that house? 7 years ago, when we bought the house.
7 years ago? I don't understand.
You bought the house in my name because I had more money saved up and because it was easier to get approved for a loan since I work for the government, right? What I do with what's in my name is up to me, isn't it? I just sold my own house on my own. Do you have a problem with that?
That's too selfish. We lived together after we bought it, and we should discuss it.
You took the liberty of going overseas to a new place, got a new girlfriend, and even have a child. And then, when you come back, you ask me to move out of the house because you're bringing her back with you? That's selfish.
What about the division of property? I'm paying the mortgage too, so I should be entitled to it.
I checked with my lawyer and I'm properly following the law. Because you clearly stated on the line that you have no intention of paying alimony and child support. You made a serious mistake.
Mistake? Don't tell me you sold the house for the alimony and child support.
The mortgage you were paying was not enough for alimony and child support. I'll be sure to bill you for the rest. Through my lawyer, of course.
Where are you guys?
There's no way I'm telling you that. You need to ask my lawyer. Besides, I don't want you coming to see me and the kids.
You're having so much fun taking away my place of refuge. You're the worst kind of person.
How dare you? You sounded so happy when you tried to kick us out of the house. Did you have fun making a local wife, even though you were still married to me? Did you enjoy living with your local wife and daughter there?
Well, that's
what you deserve, so you'd better accept the bitter fact. We need to discuss the divorce first. Can you come to my lawyer's office?
Lawyer's office?
Yes, the office is in the front of the nearest station of your workplace. When you come, we'll talk about the divorce and the rest of the money. Of course, with my lawyer whom I can trust.
Don't think you'll get away with this.
Oh, and by the way, I'll call your company too.
What? Why? The company has nothing to do with it.
Because you cheated on your wife while you were away from home. And we're getting a divorce. You're not family anymore, so there will be a lot of procedures at the company. I don't know who the other party is yet, but if it's a coworker in Singapore or something, it's just too much.
It can't be helped. I met the love of my life. I don't care about the company. I just want to make the woman I love happy.
Was it really a coworker of yours? A woman who worked there, in the same company? And she didn't know that you were married? That's strange, isn't it?
Singapore is one of the biggest cities in the world, and there are a lot of people there. I mean, they don't even check if I'm married or not, so...
I'm sorry. I still need to contact the company. I'd better talk to the company about that in detail.
Wait a minute! If you do that, not only me, but she could lose her job too.
She didn't know you were married, did she? Then she's a victim. I'm sure she'll be fine. If anything, she's in the same boat as me.
I told her that I'm a married man after a while.
Oh, wow. I'm stunned. So then she knows now, right?
She saw my messages with you. That's how she found out. But she still said she loves me and that we should get married and live together in the US. She said she loves me.
Looks like I've got more money to charge for alimony. I don't know her contact information indeed, so I still have to tell the company. I'll have my lawyer go through the company and talk to her about the fee.
Our daughter is still young, for God's sake. Please don't do that.
How dare you talk to me like that? Even our kids are still very young, 7 and 5 years old. At this point in time, you're so busy talking about your girlfriend and daughter in Singapore that you don't even worry about Kate and Kyle. You are such a selfish man.
We've been apart for 3 years anyway.
That's not the point, is it? They are your children. Anyway, please come to the lawyer's office. We'll talk about all this.
Please, don't tell the company about the affair and anything related to that.
It's up to you.
What do I have to do to get you not to tell them?
If you and your girlfriend pay proper alimony and child support, I might reconsider.
There's no way I have that much money.
Then I'll just tell the company. The company triggered the problem by transferring you to Singapore in the first place.
Wait a minute, Kelly. I'm sorry. I'll make sure I pay you alimony too. I'm finally back at the head office, and I'm on the fast track to a big promotion. My life is just about to begin. If I fail at this point, everything I've worked for will be a waste.
What does that have to do with me? Everything you're saying is only for your own reasons. You cheated on me and even have a child. You also forced me to move out of my house. You've got to be kidding me. What about the lives of our beloved children? I don't understand why you can only think about your own happiness.
Don't talk to me so coldly like that. All right, I'll go to the lawyer's office right now and get down on my knees or whatever.
Getting down on your knees won't change anything you've done. I don't even want to see that.
Listen, I'm really sorry about what I've done to you.
If you really feel bad, then come to the lawyer's office properly and show your sincerity in the visible form of money. That's the only way to resolve this.
Okay then. Anyway, I'll be right there. So please, don't tell the company.
I'll give you 3 more minutes.
Your joke isn't funny at all, Kelly.
Then I'll give you 30 minutes. Please come quickly. I'll be waiting for you.
I'll be there as soon as I can.
I don't know who started the rumor, but word of Vernon's affair spread quickly throughout the company. He was supposed to return to the headquarters, but he was transferred to a remote place somewhere near Seattle. Of course, there was no way that his girlfriend and child from Singapore would come to such a place, and he was easily dumped right after that. He had cheated and betrayed his wife and 2 children, so he deserves to be punished. I hope he will live the rest of his life reflecting on the mistakes he made. Until now, Vernon has been working alone and lonely at his new office. He sent me a letter through my lawyer, telling me that he could only keep working to pay for the alimony and child support, and it's just too hard for him to bear. Of course, I ripped the letter and threw it right away to the garbage bin.